All right, so we may have made some financial goals for ourselves for the year. So here is a little checkpoint for you. How are we doing? Maybe we need to do some financial spring cleaning. And to help us do some financial evaluation is Janelle Merritt with American One Credit Union. Hi, Janelle.
Hi, Holly. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Great, 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 great. Spring is a great time to reevaluate not only in your home, how you doing cleaning out your house, but in your finances, how you doing with your money.
All right, so you guys have some coaching available. Talk to me about that.
We do. So for our American One members, we have 20 financial coaches on staff. This service is free of charge, and we provide anything from credit counseling to how to deal if you've gotten in a kind of a bad place with your credit. How do you improve that? How do you establish credit? And what about that spending plan? How much can I afford when I go to buy a house or move out and start to pay rent? How much can I afford on my auto loan? All of those types of really practical personal banking questions.
And is this coaching available in person? Do we have to come into your facility? How does that work?
So we have options. We love to talk about the word options. A lot of times, we think about financial coaching and it sounds like a big thing that would require a lot of documents and all of that. But sometimes there's just a question or two that somebody will have. So we can do that over the phone. We could also, of course, welcome you into a branch location, or we can do it, via this digital platform, like a video platform like Zoom or something like that. The nice thing about just being able to reevaluate our communication channels is that we have choices.
It makes it nice because you don't necessarily have to be super close to your branch location to be able to chat with your folks.
That's right. Absolutely. And, we know everybody's schedule can be crazy. And so sometimes actually setting a financial coaching appointment where you might have to think about getting a babysitter and coming into an office just feels overwhelming. So just do it from the comfort of your own home. We'd love to have just a 15-minute conversation and see if we can help you out.
All right, Janelle, so when we talk about financial spring cleaning, what do you recommend? What does that mean exactly for us?
Yes. So, we're about 4 months into 2021, and a lot of times people either are still sticking with their goals or maybe they need to reevaluate it. So it's a good time to just say, okay, where am I at? So we really recommend having a weekly money date. I don't know if I've created this term or if it's somewhere in the universe, but just like when you want to stay connected with a loved one, you've got to spend some time. The same thing is true with your money. Sometimes it's really, it can be difficult when you're facing a really hard situation financially to even open that bill. You don't want to face the reality of something that is due, but it's really important to take a breath, to get with somebody, get with an expert, and to actually take the time and look at where you're at. So we recommend weekly checking in, looking at how you spent your money the previous week, and then thinking about what's coming up that you need to pay, and are you on track with your goals?
Setting a date, which is nice, because I was thinking like setting a date on the calendar, but it's also setting a date like you were saying, like you would with like a spouse or a significant other. So that's a great tip for us. Any other financial tips that we should know about?
Yeah, so there's something that we tend to think about when it comes to savings. We think about our emergency fund, but we also know that there's upcoming expenses that we're going to have in our lives that we tended to want to avoid. But if we could be a little proactive with that, even replacing furniture, that can be a costly expense. So if you know that's something that you want to be able to do and you want to avoid using that credit card, then set some goals every week to put some money aside into a specific account. American One, of course, has tools to help you with that and accounts that you can open that aren't going to have fees and that kind of thing. And then you can plan ahead for those expenses. They're called set aside savings. So you set money aside every week towards this goal so that you don't have this one large expense that is looming that you don't know how you're going to tackle it.
All right, Janelle, where can people seek more money help?
Go to AmericanOneCU.org. You can request a financial coaching appointment right there online.
All right, helping keep us on our financial tracks, Janelle Merritt with American One Credit Union. Thank you for your time today.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
And stick around. Coming up next, we check the Studio 10 mailbox.